Pruning a grape vine seems to be the most misunderstood gardening topic. I have two grape vines which produce a lot of grapes, and I prune them every year. So today I'm going to show how to prune a grapevine. These pruning instructions are part of my complete video on how to grow a grapevine, which I will link in the end. I am extracting it from that video because I felt I need to publish just the pruning part of it for those gardeners who need information just about pruning. Wait, why do we need to prune? If you don't prune it, it becomes a big heavy mess, and the size of grapes becomes very small over time. To understand how to prune a grapevine, you need to understand how a grapevine grows. I highly recommend it. Don't worry, it is quite easy. You can skip to the timestamp shown on screen if you want to see just the pruning part. It is also that time of the year when all gardeners begin to plan their garden. You can even get my free garden planner when you subscribe to my blog, and I have a full video dedicated to how to plan your garden using this planner. It is in the playlist linked here and also linked at the end of the video. I will link the blog in description for you to grab the free garden planner after you are done watching this video. Let's begin. During the first year, the vine will grow and make one or two vines. Each vine will have leaves growing along its length. There will be no grapes during the first year. Just let these vines grow and allow them to climb up the support. In second year, there is an important step that you need to do, which is to establish the structure of your grapevine. Otherwise, you will end up with an unruly tangled mess. How to establish this structure? Let me give two most common examples for backyard gardeners. First is when you want to grow the vine on top of a pergola or an arch. In this case, you don't want the vine to make branches till it reaches the top of the structure. To achieve this, you will rub off all the nodes except for one near the ground and two or three at the top of the vine. Rubbing off the node just means breaking the branches growing on the vine like this. See how I am growing two branches along each side of this arch, at the top of the arch. For me, these branches will be the primary grape producers. Here, I animated an example of how to grow it on a pergola. The second most common way is how they grow it in vineyards. So you would use this method if you want to grow grapes on a fence, or how I am growing my Concord grapes on link chain. You will rub off all the nodes except for two at the top of the vine and one near the ground. You will train the two branches at the top in opposite direction to achieve a T shape. The design that I'm personally using with my Concord grape is called double curtains, because two branches are growing in same direction and the grapes hang from it, making it look like curtains. So in second year, our goal is to establish a good structure and allow the branches to grow in the correct direction. There will be no grapes this year. If you see any flowers, just prune them off because we want the plants to focus on growing. There will be lots of grapes later. Don't be greedy now. The one node near the ground, let it grow as well. It has a very important purpose which I will explain as we get into pruning. In year 3, we will get into real pruning. And this is the pruning pattern that you will follow every year from third year onwards. The one rule to remember with grapes is this. It fruits on green shoots that grow from 1-year-old cane. What does this mean? Let me explain. In year 3, all the branches that we established last year will be 1 year old, and each node of them will grow a new green branch. The grapes will grow on these green branches this year. Next year, these branches will be 1 year old and turn brown. Then the green vines will grow from these and make grapes. This pattern will keep repeating. You can see that without pruning, this will become a huge mess within 2 years. Also, the size of the fruit will become smaller over time if pruning is not done. So, how do we prune a grapevine? In late winter, you will prune the 1-year-old branch and leave only 1 or 2 nodes on it. In spring, the green growth will grow from these 2 nodes and it will make grapes. The winter after that, repeat the same pattern by leaving 1 node of previous year's growth and pruning away the rest. You will keep growing on like this forever or until this vine lasts. Listen carefully. In late winter, you will prune the 1-year-old branch and leave only 1 or 2 nodes on it. In spring, the green growth will grow from these 2 nodes and it will make grapes. The winter after that, repeat the same pattern by leaving 1 node of previous year's growth and pruning away the rest. After a few years of pruning, each branch will look like this. Please re-watch this pruning section to understand it better. This brings us to the 1 node that I asked you to leave near the ground. Keep pruning this one the same way as you would prune the branches at the top, but the main purpose of this one is survival. Over time, the main vine will get too old and may stop being productive. At that point of time, you can cut away the old main vine and start training this one as the main vine. Now, the reward of all this hard work. Let's go and harvest some grapes. You will get grapes in 3rd or 4th year. I got mine in 4th year for the Red Reliance because I relocated it after 1st year. But for Concord, I did get grapes in 3rd year. Harvesting is tricky with grapes because once you harvest the grapes, it will not continue to ripen on your kitchen counter. So you need to make sure the grapes are ripe and sweet before you harvest. There are a few indicators that you can use to tell if it is harvest time or not. Raw grapes will be dark green and opaque, which means light won't come through them. But around July, you will notice that they start getting lighter in color or will start changing color and become translucent, which means light will start passing through them. Once you notice this transition, give it at least 1 more week, and after that, pick 1 grape from a random grape bunch and taste it. If it is still too sour, it needs more time. Keep doing this every 3 days or so until you feel that it is sweet enough. Just around this time, you will notice that wildlife is stealing your grapes too. Also, the leaves on the grapevine will start turning yellow and look tired. It is good time to harvest when you see all of these signs. I lost nearly 15 grape bunches to wildlife, but even after that we had plenty. With just 2 grapevines, I got more than what I needed, so don't buy too many. If you want to watch the complete video on how to grow a grapevine, it is linked here. Check it out. I would truly appreciate if you can support this channel by liking this video, sharing it, commenting on it, and subscribing. Thank you so much for your support and for listening to me.